Where can I obtain the SQLpackage command line utility? I am trying to use the SQLpackage command line utility, SQLpackage.exe, on a SQL server, but I cannot find it anywhere online. Is it something that I can download as a standalone utility, or is it part of some greater software bundle that I have to install?
Standalone downloads are available from Microsoft. It's also included in the SQL Server Data Tools from Microsoft. SQL Server Data Tools provides command line tools that enable a number of project-oriented database development scenarios. More info from MS here. You can download the SQL Server Data Tools from MS here.
The following Stack Overflow answer gives full details of the various ways you can obtain the latest version of SQLpackage, which works with SQL Server 2005 to 2014, and where to find it once it's installed. This URL. To quote. Yes, there is a new version supporting SQL Server 2005 to 2014 available, and it installs into a different location than the previous SQL Server 2012 and lower version. In fact, you'll have different install locations depending on if you just use SSDT or if you install it as part of SSMS or the standalone installer. SSDT installs the DAC DLLS inside Visual Studio in the latest releases. This is to avoid side-by-side issues, Visual Studio 2012 versus 2013 versus SSMS, that required all to be updated to use the latest code. If you have updated to the latest SSDT, you'll find SQLpackage.exe and the related DLLS in the versus install directory /common7/i/extensions/Microsoft/SQLDB/Jack/120. For Vs 2013. The versus install directory is C:\program files, x86 /Microsoft Visual Studio 12.0. SSMS for SQL Server 2014 and the standalone DAC framework MSI both installed to the system-wide location. This is C:\program files, x86 /Microsoft SQL Server /120 /Jack/bin.
Be warned, this utility is SQL Server version specific. When, if, this is installed, it will be found in the DAC/bin subfolder of your SQL Server install. So for SQL Server 2012 this will be in. SQL Server 2012 has internal version 11.0 and SQL Server 2014 has internal version 12.0. So for SQL Server 2014 you find SQLpackage here.
I have just realized the tool has a standalone version installer which is called SQL Server Data Tier Application Framework. It requires Microsoft SQL Server System CLR types, and Microsoft SQL Server Transact SQL Scriptum. For latest download link version 2014, Microsoft SQL Server Data Tier Application Framework. Other two required components can be downloaded as part of Microsoft SQL Server 2014 feature pack. After installation, the SQLpackage can be found C:\program files, x86 /Microsoft SQL Server /120 /DAC /bin if you are installing x86 version. This is a much better and easier way to manage a deploy from server.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.